Hey, what's up, guys? Kyle again with that video. Today I'm going to do my What If series. What if Naruto had two twin sisters? Part 4. So, in the last part, in part 3, there, we see Naruto, Naruto, and Aruko actually were taking their pictures there. Um, Aruko and Naruto actually had their pictures there, and they mostly had it normal and stuff like that. Naruto, he mostly was like dressed like a clown and stuff like that. Technically, Naruto and Naruto were mostly they were saying you had to retake your pictures there and stuff like that. That's what they were telling Naruto there. Naruto refuses there. He does the sexy jutsu. He's like, take this, old man. And then he does the sexy jutsu, mostly embarrassing Naruto there. She hits him there. She's like, how? She's like, that's an embarrassing Naruto because technically that's definitely an embarrassing Naruto. You should not have done that there and stuff like that. He's like, oh, come on, Naruto and stuff. Komohamaru follows him there and stuff like that. They're trying to get away from Komohamaru. The guys with the glasses there grabs Komohamaru there, and they technically beat him up there. Mostly they said look on Komohamaru. They technically beat up the guy with the glasses there, and mostly Komohamaru made as his rivals there. Naruto and Naruto as his rivals, and he's seeing Ruko there, and like, oh, that's your sister. She looks pretty. All right, and then Aruko was like, "Oh, thank you, Komohamaru." He's like, "Oh, you know my name," and he's like, "Well, that's your name, isn't it?" And then mostly he blushes there. They go to the academy there. They're waiting for their team selections there. Technically, Naruto, and Ruko are sitting by Sasuke there. Sakura didn't like that. There, she told Naruto to get out of the way. And mostly, Ruko was actually saying you can sit on top or you can sit on the bottom. We're sitting here first. So now that's where the part 3 ends. So let's go into part 4. What if Naruto had two twin sisters there? The boats are in there, so it's a 50-50 with the Team 10 and Team 10 and a random team there. So technically, I'm gonna put mostly for the mostly for Team 10 there. I'm gonna put Aruko on Team 10 there. So I'm going to put Aruko on Team 10 there, and I'm going to put Naruto there on on the random team there. And there's a reason why I'm going to put her on the random team there and stuff. It kind of does make kind of sense in a way. So mostly mostly their selection, their teams there. Aruka comes in there. He's like, okay, he was announcing the teams there. He's like, Team 7 there. Naruto Uzumaki. And Naruto and Aruka are like, yes. They're like, oh, we're so happy, Naruto. You made it on a team there. We're so happy for you and stuff like that. And Naruto's like, yeah, I'm so proud of my little brother there making on a team there and stuff like that. And then they're like, next, Sakura Harnon Naruto and Naruto and Naruto are like, oh no, not her. Why? Why she has to be on his team there? We're really sorry, Naruto. You have to deal with her and stuff like that. And and then next up, Sasuke Uchiha. And they're like, oh god. And then they're like, oh man, Sakura's gonna fucking fanboy. We're really, and then Naruto and Naruto are like, oh man, Naruto he's gonna have a worse time with those two there, with Sakura and Sasuke there. Yeah, Sasuke might be okay, but with Sakura, no, and stuff like that. So they're kind of feeling sorry for Naruto there. So I might see that might happening and stuff. Um, so technically for Team 10 there, they're like announcing Team 10. Team 10, Aruko Uzumaki. She's like, wait, I made it on a team there and stuff. And then she was like, yes, I made it on a team there, believe it and stuff. And then we see Shino was on Team 10 and Shikamaru was on Team 10 and Shikamaru was on Team 10 and Choji was on Team 10, so she's like, oh yeah, I hang with these guys before, they're pretty cool there, and stuff like that. And mostly, Chikamaru's like, oh man, this is a drag. I have to be with a girl on my team there. This is such a drag there. And Choji told him, he's like, buck up, Shikamaru. Technically, it shouldn't. Technically, it's not. She's not really worse than Ino is and stuff like that. And he's like, yeah, maybe you're right there. And and then and then the random, and then most I'm gonna say random team is Team 11 there, and then Team 11's Naruto Uzumaki there. She's like, oh yeah, I made it on a team there, cool. And Akanaka or whatever, I forgot what her fucking name was. I think Ananaka. Yeah, Ananaka there. And then they're like, oh man, I'm glad to be with her and stuff. And then some random ninja, and they're like, go look with your teams there. So technically, for Team 7 there, I'm mostly going to go with Team 7. I'm mostly going to do the Team 7 stuff there. For Team 7 there, Akashi comes in there, mostly introducing himself and telling us about his dreams and all that stuff there. Naruto there. Naruto's dreams is to be the Hokage there. His favorite food is ramen and all that stuff there. He's like, yeah, my favorite food is ramen. My hobbies is hanging out with my sisters there. And mostly my dream is to be the Hokage there and to protect, and he's like, to protect my sisters there and stuff like that. That's what Naruto was actually saying. And Sakura there does her dreams. We all know Sakura's like in the original series where she mostly fans over Sasuke. I'm gonna team with Sasuke there. And my dream, my hobbies are this and that, picking out flowers and stuff. And he's like, my dream, I made mostly being with Sasuke there and stuff like that. And then Sasuke there, he wants to take revenge off his village there, or he wants to take revenge on somebody there. He's like, my name's Sasuke Uchiha. I want to take revenge on somebody there. He's like, I don't have any hobbies. I don't have any things there, but I want to take revenge on somebody. Somebody who killed my clan there. I want to take him out. That's my dream there. Because I want revenge there. Who took out my clan there. That's what Sasuke said. And then they're like, okay, Team 7, we'll start training tomorrow. Don't eat. You're going to puke and stuff like that. So Naruto goes home there. He's like, he was actually saying to his sisters, he's like, well, I can't really eat nothing there. They're like, what? And stuff like that. And they're like, well, you have to eat, Naruto. And then Naruto and Naruto were actually saying, well, you have to eat, Naruto. You have to build up your strength there. And he's like, Naruto was like, you're both right there. And so they eat breakfast and they eat dinner and then a little bit of breakfast and they head off to their teams there and stuff like that. So mostly they're waiting for Akashi there to come there and stuff like that. And then mostly he comes and he's like, well, yeah, I just took a walk around the park there and a cat went by my feet there. And they're like, you liar! And then technically they're like, okay, we have to start our training today. So mostly he does the belt test. He's like, you have to take one of these belts there, and if you failed there, you're going to go back to the academy. So, and then mostly he's like, scatter. And so technically Naruto, Sakura, and Sasuke scatter. Technically Naruto comes up to Akashi. He's like, what's up, Akashi? And he's like, you're the odd one out of the bunch there, and stuff like that. And so he technically takes on Akashi, Naruto's like trying to throw some hands there, and then he's like, 1,000 years of death, and then mostly uses 1,000 years of death, hits Naruto into the waterfall, and he's like, that took care of him there. And then Naruto does his Shadow Clones, he's like, Shadow Clone Jutsu, coming right at Akashi, and he's like, this is his ability, the Shadow Clone Jutsu. So he's trying to weave and stuff like that out of the Shadow Clones. But there's one Shadow Clone that stays behind there, comes out of the waterfall, and he's like, take this, Akashi. He's like, shit. he throws the shuriken there, and he's like shadow shuriken jutsu, and then like 100 short or like a lot of shuriken coming right at Akashi. Akashi's like, oh fuck. So he technically like dodges out of the way there and stuff like that. Mostly the shadow clone disappears, and then Naruto he's like, take this Akashi. He's like, Gilpon, and then or not Gilpon, Windbreaker, and then mostly he mostly jumps out of the way. He's like, huh. He's like, how he learn. He's like, I know he learns the shadow clone jutsu there, but I didn't know he actually learned both the Windbreaker and the shadow shuriken jutsu. Huh? Maybe he learned that from his sisters there and stuff. Because I know one of them does the shadow shuriken jutsu, and the other one does the Windbreaker. He's like pretty clever there and stuff like that. So, uh, so mostly Akashi puts the bell on the ground there, and Naruto's like, "Yo, there's the bell," and then he gets trapped up by a tree there. He's like, "Huh?" He's like, "Ah, dang it." And stuff like that, and he's like, "Well, you kind of fell from that there." And then Sasuke comes in, he fights like Akashi like in the original series, and then he's like Fireball Jutsu, and then Akashi's like, "Wait, Genis don't know how to do Fireball. What?" And then he dodges out of the way, and then Naruto's like, "He almost hit me," and stuff. And he's like, "Well, you should not get out of the way," and stuff like that. And he's like, mostly when they're fighting there, he put Sasuke on the ground there and stuff like that. Naruto gets that out because it was a shadow clone on the tree. He was taking him on there and stuff. He's like, "Well, you're pretty fast, Akashi," and technically technically Sakura was trying to help Sasuke get out of the ground, and the time goes out there, and then he's like, and he puts mostly I'm gonna put in the stump. I'm gonna put Sakura in the stump there. I'm gonna put her in the stump there. She's like, wait, I'm in the stump there and stuff like that. He's like, well, do not feed her there. She mostly fell to get to the bell there and stuff, and she mostly got Sasuke out of the ground. So technically they're eating there, and you hear the noise, and technically they were like, Naruto was the first one who gave it to them there and stuff like that. He's like, well, technically, we're gonna be weak as a unit there if we don't mostly feed her there and stuff like that. And he's like, and Sasuke kind of agrees, like, yeah, if we had to do this there, to stay. And he's like, you broke the rules there. And he's like, you pass. And stuff like, and then they're like, wait. And then he was actually getting his speech there, like, what a ninja breaking the rules there and stuff like that, but it's scum, but also leaving your friends behind with worse than scum. He gives that speech there and stuff like that. They cut Sakura out of the tree there, and then Naruto was like, yeah. And I'm gonna say Aruko passes also. Naruto and Aruko were like, yeah, we passed there and stuff like that. And then you see Naruto's like, yeah, I'm pretty happy with you guys there. And they're like, wait, what is going on, Naruto? And stuff. Yeah, the teammates I had there, yeah, they've not been doing that great there and stuff like that. And we failed, and then Naruto gets all pissed off. And then Ruko's like, calm down, Naruto. She can get it next year and stuff like that. He's like, no, she's way stronger. You both. He's like, she's way stronger than me and stuff like that. We're gonna go do the third Hokage right now. And they're like, Naruto and Ruko are like, Naruto, no, oh crap. And then technically the third Hokage was actually looking at the thing. He's like, huh, Naruto's team passed, but Inaruko's team is passed and stuff like that. And he's like, huh, and then Naruto's didn't pass there. And then you see Naruto getting all pissed off and stuff like that. He's like, why you didn't save my sisters there? Like one of my sisters there. She was mostly stronger than me and blah 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 and stuff like that. And he's like, Naruto. And then he's like, yeah, and he's like, well, yeah, technically your sisters are actually, or your sister did pretty well in the academy there, and she was mostly got pretty good grades there and stuff like that. But mostly we're not gonna mostly abandon her from like the times of needs and stuff like that for it. And then mostly we're gonna do something there, and you see Akashi and then Akashi and Asuma were there. Well, not Asuma, but Akashi, Guy, Kurumai were there and stuff like that. And I guess you can say Asuma there. And he's like, well, we're gonna have something with the rotating the teams there. And then mostly Akashi's like, what are you gonna do? Where you brought us here and there, and why Naruto is here? Lord, or third. She's like, yeah, mostly this is for something from Naruto there. Mostly we're not really gonna put her back in the academy there, but we're mostly gonna make her mostly as a rotating of the teams there. So Naruto is gonna be technically on rotating of the teams there and stuff. And then they're like, this will be pretty good there. Technically for Naruto there, technically you're gonna be on your mostly we're going to start off with your brother's team first there, and then later you're going to be on your sister's team there. And she's like, wait, and then Naruto and Naruto and Haruko are like, yeah, you're going to learn so much from us and stuff like that. And then he's like, pretty great there. So mostly we have to do this there, mostly so technically for the rotating teams there. So technically the AD's missions there, she's going to be on technically on Naruto's team. Then she's gonna go on Aruko's team, Aruko's team on when Naruto goes on to the Land of Waves there. Mostly when Naruto goes to the Land of Waves there. I'm not gonna have him on the Land of Waves. I'm gonna have him being on the same. I'm gonna have Naruto be on Team 10 when Naruto's on the Land of Waves there. So technically, and then she's like, you're gonna rotate team. So she's gonna be mostly on the rotating team side there. So that's what she's gonna do and stuff like that. And then they're like, oh, you're gonna learn so much from us. And he's like, exactly. You might start tomorrow there. So when that was going on with that stuff there, and that's where the what if technically ends. So yep. Comment, rate, more responsive to Expertos. We like, please subscribe, hit the bell notification when you see our uploads. Comment, responsive to Expertos. Like I got,